Hello, welcome to Battle Report 9 for Mortal Realms. Continuing my solo playthrough of it, just because recent situation means I can't get together with an opponent, can't get together with Rob, so we're continuing this, and like last week there'll be 2 reports a day until I sort of catch up, because I'm kind of quite well behind. Where am I? I've got last issue I got was, time of recording this, 18. And we're doing 9, so I'm like literally halfway behind kind of thing. So yeah, this one is the Deg Refused to Die. Let's have a look at the story. So it's Anastasia Starstrike shouldered her weapon and waved her troops forward. The Nighthaunt were everywhere, forcing the Secretors to battle for each inch of ground. There was still no sign of the magical treasure they sought. There was no choice but to fight on and delve further into the dark tomb. So this is 5 Secretors versus 10 Chain Grasps. The profiles, the War Scrolls, are getting more detailed now. So now on used to have 2 wheels, a left wheel and a right wheel. The left one showing you how much you moved, the right one showing you your damage you can take. Now that's all been shifted into the left wheel, so you've got your move, your wounds, and now there's a new feature added into this issue, which is the save roll. And the right wheel now is just a picture. But they're looking more like, I guess, the proper War Scrolls that probably people who play Age of Sigmar are more familiar with. Yeah, so move roll, this is the move you can make in this many inches. B, which is the new bit. The unit save value is shown here. Saves represent models avoiding enemy damage. Rules for saves are in this playthrough, so that's what we're going to be learning this week. And then C is, in previous playthroughs, we have listed the damage needed to remove a model. In Warhammer Age of Sigmar, each model loses 1 wound, and then when it takes 1 damage. When the model has 0 wounds left, it is removed from play. Yeah, okay, so we've got the War Scrolls here. So I've set it up as per the board, so if we have a look, we get straight into it. So that's the tomb, and we're set up here. You may notice on this playthrough we've got funky little graphics at the bottom showing you what phase we're in, what turn it is in the turn sequence, and how many battle rounds have gone. So bottom left corner you've seen a 1, that's how many battle rounds we got. The symbol in the middle is what faction is having this turn. So in this case that's the Stormcasts, because they're going first. And then the bottom right will tell you what phase we are in. But as we're quite simple, a lot of the phases won't be used as of yet. They'll get introduced later on in the game. So there isn't a hero phase, we don't have any heroes in this. Movement, the Secretors do not move. They are already in combat with the Chain Grasps, so there is obviously no shooting. Charge phase, we're already considered to have charged because we're within 3 inches, so we're going straight on to, not the battle shock, the combat phase. So pile in, move 3 inches closer. So yeah, hopefully. So I've got a trusty tape measure here. I don't know if can get 3 inches. That can get in 3 inches. So what are we doing here? Can that get in 3 inches? We are blatantly charging with this, and we're going to charge 2 with this. But I think now, because of that, yeah, that's going to put me just out of 3-inch combat range here. And what's this chap doing? It's going to come up here, like so. That's what we're doing. We've just formed a line, so we are looking like that. Okay, so we're still in the combat phase. That was the pile in. Weapons, 2 melee attacks each, so I got 1, 2 in combat, so that's 4. I made a mistake last week because I'm so used to Lord of the Rings SPG, where you only wound the model you're in base contact with. Because this is considered a whole unit, last week someone kindly pointed out that my damage would carry over. I removed the one I was in base contact with, and I still had like a wound left over I could apply, but because I wasn't in base combat I just ignored it. That could have been applied to some of the ones at the back, which is nice. But I think At the moment, that's just for the whole unit. So even if there was just this one right back here, I could remove that. I believe in time we will get range on our weapons, which is like 1 inch or 2 inches for these sort of things. I don't know, but I'm imagining there would be a range. So these would be out of range in time, but that's the future. And this is now. So 2 melee attacks each. So that is 4 dice. And we're looking for 3 pluses. Oh, and that's terrible. And wow, we are almost doing, I don't know if you got this issue, but we're almost doing where they roll and they get the same sort of rubbish dice as me. So that's 1 wound. To wound, to hit, that's 3 plus. To wound, we need a 3 plus. Luckily, we get a 4 plus because we're moving on to the new rule, which is to save. The Chain Grasp player rolls 1 dice for every successful Sequitur wound roll. On a score of 4 plus, it is a successful save. These attacks don't do any damage. So here we go. And this could make the games last a bit longer with this. I'll score lower floor. I'll score lower than floor. A score lower than 4 is a failed save. These attacks cause damage. So the Chain Grasp saves it. So there was no damage in that one. Allocating wounds, slaying models, yada yada. So yeah, next phase would be the Battle Shock phase, which I believe will be covered in this later on, but we don't have it now. So we're over to hero phase of the Chain Grasp, which there isn't. Movement, we do not move, they're already in combat with sectors, so no shooting. Charge phase, so we pile in, move up to 3 inches closer. Okay, so yeah, they're already in contact. So I think we can get in with that. Can this squeeze in here? Yes, we can. Okay, yeah. Oh, get in there, spiky bits. Okay, and then we're just gonna move up. So that is quite a deadly arrangement there. You can see effectively just a line of Chain Grasp in here. So yeah, that's going to be interestingly fun. So let me move the camera there because we just got that going on. So yay. Okay, so pile in 3 inches closer, 2 weapon melee attacks each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ouch. I'm going to get 12 in. That is in, even though it looks like it's not. That's in. Yeah, so there is 6 in, so that's 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's all my dice from. 2 attacks each. 2 melee attacks each, yeah, okay. That is going to be a lot of dice, so let's just get rid of all these ones. 1. Okay, and it's a 4 plus, so I can get rid of that 3. So they've got a 50% to hit rate. So there we go. To wounds, roll with a 4 plus, so hopefully we're whittling down these dice. Yeah, 50% rate again. So we've got 3 to wound rolls. I've got 2 4s and 5. Save. Tactical rolls 1 dice for every successful Chain Grasp roll. So that's 3 dice on these guys. On the 4 plus, it's a save, does not cause any damage. So 2 above 4, 1 under 4. So we got 1 point of damage. Chain Grasp do 1 point of damage. Allocates number of wounds to unit, 1 wound at a time. So we'll go straight down the line. And you can have that. You can have that wound. And how many wounds do they have? They have 2 wounds. So yeah, okay. So there is that. So we're on to the Battle Shock. That was combat even. Battle Shock. Yeah, I'm going to forget to change that, aren't I? Alright, so we're on to Battle Round 2. And it's the Sequitur's turn. No hero phase, no movement, no shooting. Charge. There isn't a charge, so we're on to combat straight away. piling, we move 3 inches closer. Unfortunately, this chappy back here is stuck. I was hoping to have cleared a path, so nothing changes here. Nothing changes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice needed for the old Stormcaster Roonies. Okay. Okay. So 8 dice. As you can see up here, it's nothing really changed. Just 4 Stormcasting with 6 chain grasps. So we piled in weapons. Ooh, okay. So it's 3 pluses, so we remove those, so this is a much better chance of hitting. We got 6 wounds, 3 pluses to hit, so now we'll go 2 wounds for another 3 pluses. Okay, cool, so that is potentially 4 wounds. So again, this is the save roll now. And 1 dice for each successful secretary wound roll and a 4 plus, so we're looking for 4 pluses. So we lose 1 wound, and we've saved 1 wound, still leaving 3 wounds. Damage, the Secretary Stormcast do 1 damage to add up the total, so that's 3. Chain Grasp just allocates this number of wounds to their unit 1 wound at a time, and I think these have just got 1 wound, yeah they have. So what we'll do is 1 wound at a time, so it's 1. We're just going to do 2, 3 like that. So first actual full kill blood to the Secretors, but the first wound obviously to the Chain Grasps. So no battle shock. So Chain Grasp in turn battle round 2. So we're going to go straight into the combat. And we move 3 inches closer, so yeah, you're getting 1. You're getting in, and I know this one over here is going to leave him. I think this one at the back here, not a lot he can do. So back on this cam. How many are in combat again? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 again, so it's the full 12. Blimey. Okay. So we are. Oh, that's cocked. So I'm going to re-roll that. But it's 1. What it would have been. Well, it looks the same thing. So get rid of these. And it's 4 pluses, isn't it, for the old Chain Grasps? Yep. So we get rid of that. So now we'll do the wound rolls. We're looking for 4 pluses again. Wow. Okay, Chain Grasps are not hitting today. Save roll for the Secretors, 5, and they save it with a 5. Okay, the Secretors are still standing. Now, I said last time I'm doing this I wasn't going to be taking biased, but being that I had decided to play the Chain Grasps against Rob's Secretors, quite disappointed with that. But okay, let's flip my mental allegiance. Go at the Stormcasts. Again, still can't do anything with this one up here. A bit like Chain Grasp. I'm kind of hoping these 2 will be at the end. So that's Anastasia Stormstrike, isn't it? About there. And him, I want them to have a standoff. They're just letting their troops fight out. Anyway, so I want to 8 dice for the Stormcast. No hero phase, no movement, no shooting, nothing charging, so into combat. I have to say, I'm really enjoying this size of game, this small table. Even, I think, with the big battle match you get with this folded out as a whole, I kind of like that. I mean, quite enjoying it. I think even if I get going with full-blown Age of Sigmar games, I might keep it to that size table. I just find that quite interesting. For, like, you know, with Lord of the Rings SPG, you know, I always play on sort of 4x4 tables, quite nice, but it's just easy just to set that battle mat up and throw down rather than worrying about all the other stuff. That's why I don't, just quicker to get into a game. That side, let's roll these dice. 3 pluses. This is not as good a roll as last time. And you got 3 to hit rolls. Wing rolls, 3 pluses, that's 2. So chain grasp save roll. They save 1. So we got 1 damage. Okay, so that's me. I'm going to take it from there. So my Stormcast here with 1 wound. Won't have to worry about taking any damage. Battle shock. Hero phase. No. Into the combat phase. So this time it's only 5 in combat, and I say only 5 like that's a good thing. That is still 10 dice. Ooh. 2 hit rolls. Okay, that's the 2 hit rolls. That's 5 to hit. What's the damage? 1 damage. Oh, I'd like to look for that. Save roll for the Stormcast. I don't save it. So that's going to be a wound over here. Oh, do you have to? Oh, I don't think you can you? I think it has to allocate, as I believe. Yeah. Here we go. My plan for that, I'm thinking SBG again. That he's not in base contact, but he is in range, isn't he? He's still there. And it says here, when the model has 0 wounds, it must remove player. If warrior already is wounded, you must allocate more wounds to it until it is slain. So yeah, we do lose this chap here. I'm gonna have to get out of that mindset. That is a real tricky mindset to be in. It's playing multiple games. Anyway, so we are turn 4. Hero phase, nothing going on. Combat phase. What I might do is piling, move up to 3 inches closer. So I might try and move Star Strike around to here. And I think it's not quite in combat with this one, but we're gonna try and get her in, try and get her doing something next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've only got 6 dice now, losing that. Come on. These to wound rolls, save rolls, really do make the game last quicker, don't they? Because I think we're well past the time limit where we'd won the game. To wound rolls, completed the game last time. That's 3 to wounds, 3 saves. Yeah, so these saves do help out. So that's 2 saves. So we only do 1. So we'll take this out like so. Okay. Combat for the chain grasps, just to have 8 dice in, and no, 3 inches closer. Yeah, so what I'm going to try and do now is get this down. So we're going to move 3 inches closer. Like so. So next turn that'll be doing something. But yep, 4 in, so that's 8 dice. I'm actually really enjoying these solo plays. I actually really like the rules to Age of Sigmar or this Mortal Realms variant. It's really fun to play. Okay, so that's 4 to hit. So 4 wound dice rolled. 2 actual wounds scored, so save them. 1 saved. That's 1 point of damage. I'm going to allocate it this end now, because I do want to try and allocate ones that are actually in base combat. So, okay, it's the longest game I've played of this. So there we go, so you got the wound just here for that one. Storm Strikes, it's going to pile in. We're in the combat phase turn fast, so I'm going to pile into there. Now I'm going to pile in to there. So we have something like that going on, which is cool. So that means I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 8 dice up to roll in the to hit rolls. Okay, well, that's good. Can potentially. Well, that's getting harder and harder. When this game plays, you could potentially wipe out something in the first turn, but it's getting harder and harder to do that with all the new rules. Wound rolls. Okay, that's 3 wounds. So 3 saves. Yeah, 3 saves. And 4 pluses, so that's only 1 wound. So I'm going to take it from here. Yeah, take it down here because we only just started that combat. Okay. Turn 5 combat for nothing. Everything's in base combat, I believe. Yeah. All in base combat. Yeah. So that's cool. Everything's touching. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to hit dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 pluses. I'm going to count that as a 6. 4 pluses. Okay, that's 50 chance again. These are doing hit rates 50% seems to be so far. To wound. All quite good wound roll. Saves. We save 1 and do 2 damage. So that's this one dead because he already had a wound. And we'll just move the wound marker onto him. Okay. Yeah, this is feels like more of a game, doesn't it? Hero phase. Oh, there we go. Combat phase. Okay, so we have just 6 dice. Come on, these have got to be good. And I can't count today. That's not bad. So that's 5 wound roll to hit rolls. 5 wound dice. They all hit. That's 5 wound dice. So 5 save rolls for the chain rasps. Blimey! Oh my goodness! Can you see all those? Those all in camera. Those all in shot. That was a good save roll from the old chain rasps. So nothing. Now it's chain rasps' turn. Let's pile in. Oh yeah. Let's remember my new system got in place. Right. Phase. We're just going to pile in round here onto this. So we're all in base contact. So all get to roll. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dice. They do 2 attacks, haven't they? Otherwise we've been playing this hard mode. Yeah, they're all 2 attacks. So I should have looked that up at the beginning, because my memory's not that great. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 dice. This could be the end of the sectors. Looking for 4 pluses. This is a good roll from. So it's 6 to wound dice rolls. 1, 2, 4 wounds. Looking for 3 pluses to save, don't they? They save on 3. No, 4 pluses to save, isn't it? 4 pluses. No, hang on. Yeah, 4 pluses to save. I've got I can look at the actual cool groovy war scroll. Well, why am I forgetting now? Save 4 plus. Yeah, so everyone's looking at 4 pluses. Why didn't I? So that's 2 wounds. So again, what I'm going to do is take this one away. That's dead. And move the wound marker over here. Ouchie. Ouchie. Okay, so now we are on bloody hell, turn 7. This is the longest game I've ever played, and we just have 4 dice now. Free to wound rolls. Ooh, nothing wounds. Oh dear, secretors. Yeah, now chain rasp. Combats we're going to pile in. 3-inch pile in. Can this get into 3 inches? It can, just if I go like so. And can this one get to 3 inches? It can, like so. So all the chain rasps are in. So that's 4 chain rasps in. So that's still 8 dice. Look at 4s. That's only 3 wound dice. The wound roll's made. Only one wound gets through. But it does it. It's enough to take out this one here. So we are down to just Anastasia Starstrike on her own with this lot. And it's turn about round 8, combat phase. Just 2 dice. 1 hit, 1 wound roll. Ouch! No one wanted to see that happen, Anastasia. I'm sorry, but now in this combat phase, and I believe that should get in. Yeah, it does. We're just piling in. So 8 wrongs on Anastasia. This is looking quite tragic. Oh, although that is a tragic roll. Have we got all this in here? We've got all the... yeah, so out of that, only 2 were successful. And now 2 wounds, 1 successful. Can she save it? Yes, she can. I thought that was going to be it. Wow, I thought it was going to be 9, so we're on to the about round 9. And Anastasia could she slowly whittle these guys down? No, she cannot. That was a quick round. Okay, combat phase, 8 dice. Come on, Chain Raspies. You can taste the blood of this victim. She's putting up a good fight though. That's probably why she is the leader. 4 wound rolls are going to be made. And only 1 gets through, so she will survive no matter what. Another round. Yep. Is this it now? Is this it for the rest of the game? 10 turns, 2 rolls. Both get through to wounds. 1 wound save. Fails to save it, so we will take a Chain Rasp off. She could pull this through. It would be a long slog. But now we're just rolling 6 dice, which she's still got 2 wounds. 3 pluses, yeah, because they are rolling literally on a 50% each time. Here we go, 2 wounds through. So if she fails this, it could be over. Ooh. So 1 save, 1 fail. She's got 1 wound. But we're now on to turn 11. Let's say turn 11, it's battle round in Age of Sigmar, isn't it? 11, so we still got 6 dice coming in to her. So we still could eliminate her in this round. Oh, it's her turn as well. What am I doing? It's her turn. Hit those 6 dice later on. Both hit. She has a better success. Both get through. Both wound. They fail. Both failed a wound. She could. Oh dear Lord, she actually could do this. They both fail. So we are going to take these away just so we've got this epic 1-on-1 now. Wow, okay. So, battle round 11, Nighthaunt combat phase, only needs 1 wound. 1 gets through, so 1 wound. 1 wound made. So this dice will decide whether Anastasia lives or dies. She's got to save this or die. She does not save it. She takes a wound and she's out. And this little Chain Rasp is going to do the victory dance. Wow. Okay, that game actually lasted sort of double the length time of what's happened before, so that save roll really does help. Yeah, I actually felt like I was playing a game then. It felt really cool, as in a proper game of something. Really cool, really like that. Yeah, so I've got something in my eye. Yeah, really thoroughly enjoyed that game. So I'm looking forward to the next part, which you'll see about hour's time after this going up. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please do like and comment in these videos, because I'm not too sure if people are watching the sort of Sigmar Saturday series. I'm trying to get myself into Age of Sigmar. The Mortal Realms magazine come along at the right time for me thinking about it, so it's allowed me to jump in without paying too much up front, because you know the price of an issue, you know, paying that 4 times in 1 month, not too bad. Get a load of models, and I'm already run out of space where I store my models. I said one thing you'll keep on hearing me say is the lore, the background, the world I can't get into. Just ordered a few audio books to help with that. I'm going to have to listen to those, try and get myself into the lore. It's not my kind of fantasy. I like more medieval, traditional medieval fantasy, like, you know, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer fantasy, fighting fantasy, things like that, where it's almost medieval. This feels a bit Greek mythology to me, but I'm coming round to it. It's sort of, I'm quite enjoying the world when I'm playing the game. So anyway, I'm waffling. You probably want to get on, have a drink before you watch part 10, Battle Report 10. So yeah, until then guys, please do take care.